Hello, darling.
What's up, mama?
Today we are going to be talking about, hey guys, today we're going to be talking about how to deal with a narcissist. I see so many places, so many people are dealing with what they feel is a narcissist. Before we get on how to deal with the narcissist, though, we're going to talk about what a narcissist actually is. Yeah,
Because
so
people
you
just
can
throw the word around.
yeah, so you can explain that to them.
So I think there's seven key, and you don't have to have all seven to be a narcissist, but I do feel you need more than one.
Okay.
So the first one is a person who has a grandiose sense of self-importance.
Okay.
Right, and that's more of the biggest one. That's the arrogance, the vanity, and the unrealistic sense of superiority. So that's like numero uno. If they got that, then they're probably going to have more.
Because I was going to say, wait, so you can't be confident, you can't be
when they say
important.
Unrealistic, like basically people who there's nothing unique or special about you, but you think there is, and you expect other people to see it, and you get upset when they don't.
Okay. Is it like that cat and lion reflection? Is it like that? Or is that like
Similar,
I see myself as a lion.
Yes.
I'm a cat, but I see myself as a lion. That's not affirmation?
Not in the sense of narcissism. Okay. Basically, you see yourself as a king and you're a peasant.
Oh.
Like that's like I guess you want to say the difference. Like you see yourself as this whole other person and nobody else sees you as this person. Mm-hmm. And then when this person gets power, that's even worse.
Okay.
So those are some of the police officers who treat everybody like they're criminals. And, you know, the people who they say were bullied as teens and then they became adults and got some power and didn't know how to act. Mm-hmm. A lot of them end up becoming narcissists.
Okay.
All right. So then you have they live in a fantasy world that supports their delusions of grandeur. Basically, again, they spin self-glorifying fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, attractiveness, and ideal love. And that's how they act. So everything with them is just unrealistic. They believe people love them who don't. They believe, and this is usually like group settings. And there's and again, this is not going to be a pro-Trump or anti-Trump type of thing, but you're talking classic narcissism, somebody that has all 7 symptoms of narcissistic personality disorder. It is Trump. And this isn't, if you like him, cool. If you don't like him, cool. I don't care. But lives in a fantasy world, like he believes that the world revolves around him. Right. And when you get to the other ones, you'll more see. He's just a good example because he's well known. And then you can kind of pick these things out and be like, when you throw that narcissism word out like this, is your partner like a Trump? Like, is it that bad? Right? Needs constant praise and admiration is the next one. As you can see, they always need somebody patting them on the back. Every time they do something good, they need to be told they did something good. You know what I mean? It's constant. It has to be constant. If you don't give it to them, they're going to get upset. Sense of entitlement. The world revolves around them. They believe they get favorable treatment everywhere, all the time. And again, if you take Trump, for example, you see it in the courts. He always wants the favorable treatment. I'm going to throw a lawsuit out there. I'm going to do X, Y, Z because he has money. So basically, if you don't comply with their every wish, they get upset. They want, basically, it's a control mechanism also. So then you have the next one is exploit others without guilt or shame. This is like they don't have any remorse. So they will take your last dollar and lie to you dead in your face and don't care. Wow. They will not pay you for things. They will say they're going to do something knowing they're not going to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they don't, there's no guilt or shame. They just be like, oh, that's their fault for believing me. And the problem with people who date narcissism is when they show you these qualities, you think you can change them. You ain't changing that. When they show you
definitely not changing.
Basically, if they don't do if they don't exploit you without guilt or shame, but they do it to other people, eventually it's going to be you.
Absolutely.
Eventually it's going to be you.
Absolutely.
And then the last one is frequently demeans, intimidates, bullies, or belittles others. Name calling, especially on the internet now, you hate, like actually hate on people that you don't even know. You always got something bad to say about somebody.
Well, in relationships, like in the relationship aspect of that, narcissists like to do that to you behind closed doors, but lift you up in front of others.
And when they're around people that they feel that they have something that they lack, they feel intimidated by that.
Absolutely.
And it makes them act out. You know what I mean? That could be you. You may have a trait that they lack, that they want. You know, like you're an overachiever. I may want that. I can't be that person, so I get upset with you about it. Then I always talk about you overachieving. And I make fun of it, and I make you feel bad for your positive trait because I don't have it.
Right. I definitely know some people like that. I'm not in a relationship with somebody like that, but I know people like that. I know that my friend was in a relationship with a narcissist all day long. Like a lot of those traits were shown with this person, you know. And unfortunately, what happens when you're in a relationship with a narcissist is that by the time you realize you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you have been beat down so bad that you feel defeated. So either you stay because you're not confident that you can get someone else because they beat you down so much. They've let you know, like, you know, you are not going to be good enough for anyone else.
Hit you with the ain't nobody gonna want you.
Ain't nobody gonna want you type of thing. Yeah. And then so you feel like, well, dang, maybe that's true. And you stick around, you stay, and then you're in an abusive relationship because narcissism is abuse. In a relationship, when you're dealing with a narcissistic person, it is mental and emotional abuse happening in that relationship.
Yes, because they want control, full control.
Right. So they try to break you down. Like, and usually this is something else a lot of people don't know because they think that people that get with narcissists are weak. That's not the case. Usually narcissists they choose people that are strong or that have something good going for themselves because, like you said, they want that. You know what I mean? So they'll date someone that's like all these things that they are attracted to that, but then they're jealous of them.
Correct.
And then they break you down. They beat you down. Like in the relationship that my friend was in, you know, her partner would always lift her up. Oh, you're so this, you're so beautiful, you're so that. And then break you down the next day. And then the next day say, oh, I didn't mean that. And like, it was a whole bunch of like gaslighting, a whole bunch of craziness going on, mental turmoil, emotional turmoil, confusion. And years later, you're like, what happened? You're in this like twilight zone by the time you figure out like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. So then how do you get out? How do you deal with a narcissist?
Honestly, you really can't. If they're a true narcissist,
right,
you can't control
because
them.
they don't see themselves as wrong ever.
No, if you
like it's always someone else's fault.
If you have a true narcissist in your life, the only way that you can get control of that situation is for them to get help.
Right.
It's a true personality disorder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's not something where you just say I'm these things. It's the same on the same level as schizophrenia and everything else. It's a personality disorder.
It's definitely a disorder.
A mental disorder.
Yeah.
And they need help. That's the only way that they can deal with it.
But that's the thing though. Do you stick? I mean, for me, if I was dealing with a narcissist, I would tell them like, you need help, but I'm not sticking around because how long is it going to take them to change? And before they beat you down so much that you need help?
Honestly, I don't know what them therapists do, but it's hard to change somebody. Like that's what
I've seen reformed narcissists. Like I've seen them online anyway. I don't know them any in person. Like I don't know any of them personally. You know, I see like videos of people saying I used to be a narcissist. These are the things that you look out for. These are the things I used to do to my partner. And what's crazy is when they talk about the things they used to do, they also say like, and I used to be proud of it. I used to laugh at the fact that I hurt their feelings. Like I thought it was funny, or it made me feel better about myself. It made me feel good to make someone else feel terrible. Like I would literally go in, you know, and I would smirk. Like they do these little things too to like get under your skin.
Oh yeah.
And to make you look crazy in front of everybody else. So it's like they never take the fault. They always are on their best behavior around others that they don't feel they can control.
Honestly, and if the narcissist is in the true position of power, that's why I use Trump, like you're at the top of the food chain. Those are probably the ones that are impossible to deal with.
Yeah.
But a lot of them who aren't in a position of power, you might have a little bit more leeway in dealing with them. The more power you give a narcissist, the more, it's almost like, I don't know, like the demon in the movie that keep getting bigger and more powerful by feeding off of everybody else's BS.
Yes.
That's that narcissist with the power.
Yes.
It just becomes uncontrollable. Right? So even before we get into all the negatives of narcissism, there is actually a positive form of narcissism.
Ooh, tell me about that,
So
because I ain't seen it.
Narcissism is basically they still consider it a disorder, but this person more leans into the positive parts, the self-sufficiency, self-confidence, and it can actually be healthy. They have high ambitions at work, and they enjoy satisfying relationships without being over-dependent on a partner.
Oh no, I might have adaptive narcissism. Might.
The one that everybody focuses on is the maladaptive. That's the one that's pretty much all toxic traits. They exploit others. That's everything we just been talking about. The self-entitlement, the grandiose,
the gaslighting,
self-importance. That's the one everybody focuses on, because nobody really notices the other one. You can kind of move in the shadows, even though they still consider that a type of disorder. That one is kind of like, well, you're self-sufficient and, you're confident. That's all we see it as.
Yeah, I was going to say that to me, I wouldn't even look at that as a disorder, to be honest. So now let's talk about how to deal with a narcissist. To me, the obvious is to leave them alone.
Yes.
But like you said before, it's not always that simple.
Well, to leave a narcissist, you have to cut them off 100%.
Completely.
You have to block them on social media. You cannot text them. You cannot leave them any way
to get back to you,
contact you, because they will manipulate you.
Yeah, they'll hit you with the sob story. Yeah, they'll hit you with the sob story, the guilt trips.
Make you feel bad for leaving them. They can change, this, that, and the third. Like, they're going to do whatever they got to do.
Whatever they got to say. They're going to hit you with the trauma that they've been through, so you should feel horrible because you left me too, like everyone else. All this weird stuff that they be doing.
And they're going to straight down lie to you.
Yeah.
Straight up, straight down to get their way. Remember, this person feels no empathy.
Right.
So they're going to tell you whatever you need to hear.
They will cry. I mean, snot coming down the nose, eyes puffy, face red. They will hold their breath. They will do whatever, kick and scream, and they will do whatever they need to do.
And if this happens over the phone,
to get you back.
As soon as they hang up that phone, them tears stop.
Yeah.
They smiling. They're like, got your ass.
Got him.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to cut them off 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they're going to keep feeding off of you. And you know what else they do too? And what I've seen personally, like, not that I've experienced, but that I've seen, they will drain you for everything that you have until there's nothing left. Right? Because then they're not this is what pisses me off about a narcissist in a relationship. Okay? Because I've seen it happen to my friend. This made me very upset. You find this person that is strong-willed, attractive, smart, talented, all these things that you love, that you find so attractive. Then you break this person down till now to you, they look weak. Now you're not attracted to them anymore. It's the nerf for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how dare you come into my life, ruin my life? How dare you come in and take everything that I have? And I don't mean just physical or monetary. I mean everything. You take my energy because I have to keep feeding you. I have to keep pouring into you. I'm empty now. I got to support you. I'm empty now. I'm broken. I'm empty. I'm tired. And now you have the nerve to say you're not attracted to me. Now I'm not the same person that I was in the beginning. You damn right I'm not, because you broke me. That's crazy to me. So then they don't want you no more. They leave you alone. Or now they looking at the next person. Ooh, she's all these things. And it's like, that was me. That was me. I was that girl. Or I was that guy. Like, how dare you? So they're going to keep doing that. Like you said, it's like gobble up. I'm gonna grow a big monster now. This person, spit them out. Next person, gobble them up, grow bigger, grow more narcissistic, spit you out. Next person. Because also, I think that they go back they only keep coming back to you if there's some more from them for them to pull from you. Mm-hmm. If there's nothing left,
oh, they done.
They done with you. I don't want you no more. You know. Also, you're not somebody like they also still want you to be that prized possession of theirs. So once they're not proud of you anymore,
they're also gone. They're
gone, right? And they're off to the next person. Another reason why though is because if you keep coming back, if you come back, now you know all of my ways. So I don't even want to take a chance. Mm-hmm. I want to find someone else now that doesn't know me. They're going to look at me like the greatest thing in the world until I break them down too. I literally saw that happen to my friend from day one though. Now I'm going to tell you this, y'all. When we talk about mentorship, advice, listening to the people that love you, when we talk about this, and not saying that it's your fault when you're dealing with a narcissist, because like I said, you're not going to know until you know, like till it's kind of too late. Right. But I will say this. I saw it from day one. I was like, but this person almost got me too, because again, they have these guilt trip stories. Mm-hmm. They got this, woe is me attitude.
They ain't get me though.
They ain't get you. They got this woe is me attitude, and it's like, oh, you start to feel sorry for them, so you want to see them do well and all this stuff. But then again, for me, luckily, I didn't have any emotional ties with this person, so I was like, wait a minute, nope, nah, you foolish. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to bring someone out of that if they're stuck in that type of relationship, because again, they got to see it themselves, and like, you know, a narcissist will isolate you from the people that you love. Absolutely. Why? Because they don't want you to get the advice. Control. They want full control, and they don't want anybody coming in and telling you like, wait a minute, this person is doing this, and they don't want people to peep the game. Like, you know, with my friend, they tried to keep her away from me, and I almost let it happen, because I wasn't recognizing exactly what was going on. But it's like, oh, why do y'all have to be that close? Why do y'all have to? It's because, oh, she gonna figure me out, and she gonna tell you, and I don't want that. So y'all got to look out for those signs. Look out for the isolation. Don't think that they're like, oh, I just want it to be me and you. That's it. Like, it's just us against the world. No, not if you got people around you that care about you, that love you, that want to protect you. That's why normally narcissists don't mess with people that have people in their lives that will protect them. They usually don't.
No, it's too much for them.
It's too much. It's too much. And if they do have people around, they'll, like I said, they pull, come with me. She tried to. Listen, this person also tried to move my friend away from us. Like, come on, let's go. Why do we always have to be so close to them? Why? Because we're going to see through your BS. That's why. You know what I mean? So make sure when y'all are dealing with, if you even have an inkling that you're dealing with a narcissist, and you have people that care about you and they're telling you, they most likely are.
I say, look at your circle.
Telling you the right thing.
Look at your circle and know what your circle is. Do you really have people who genuinely care about you? And if you do, listen to them. I ain't talking about them people out there that got them hating friends. I mean, really, like, look out for you.
But you know what else is messed up? Narcissists are usually very charming.
Absolutely. And it's part of the game.
It's a part of the game.
It's part of the over self-confidence also.
Yeah, they're usually really charming.
And they're super manipulative.
So it's hard for, like, if they're doing this behind the scenes crap to you, and then when you say something to somebody else about it, people are like, nah, not them. They're so sweet. They're so kind. They're so fun. They love to do that.
I'll be like, look, if you're getting with somebody and they start to give you the vibes that they're a narcissist, they probably are.
Yeah.
And on top of that, are your needs being fulfilled? because a narcissist will know your love language and not speak it on purpose.
Yes.
They know what it is.
Another
and they know
form
they
of breaking you down.
Yeah, but they just won't.
Yeah. They'll do
you'll
things
give them theirs because they're going to demand it.
Absolutely.
But they won't give you yours.
Absolutely.
And like most people will adjust. So if I like to give my love a certain way, but you want to receive a certain type of love, I'll adjust because that's easy for me. A narcissist be like, I don't give a damn what it is. I'm going to do it this way, and that's what you're going to get. So you got to deal with the way I'm going to give it to you, and you're going to give me perfection.
Yep.
And that's the biggest thing. So if your needs aren't being fulfilled already, that's already your first red flag.
Yeah.
And again, we always say when people show you who they are, believe them.
Believe them.
And the other thing is when you first get with somebody, whether you're talking to them from a dating app or in person, just peep how they treat people. When you go eat with them, see how they treat the waiter. See how they treat other people who speak to them. See how when the person leaves, do they talk behind their back and talk crazy to them? Because again, eventually that's going to be you.
Yeah.
They're going to talk to their friends about you. You think it's all gravy, but they go into the gym or whatever they deal with their friends, and all he doing is putting your business out on Front Street, or she.
Yes. And you be looking like, why your friends looking at me like that? Oh, because they already gave them the story that they wanted them to have about you. So that when the time comes and you figure out what the hell they doing to you, you look like the bad guy, not them, because they'll never take responsibility, like ever. Nothing's ever their fault.
Yep.
They're never in the wrong. It's always like, if you ask a narcissist, what happened in y'all's relationship? It's always them, they, he, she. It's never I. It's never I, me. It never.
And they be the main ones complaining when they single that they can't find the right partner because can't nobody fulfill their needs and all this stuff. I'm like, if you're dealing with somebody like that, more than likely you got your rose-colored glasses on. That's a big one. You got to take them off and see people for who they are.
Yes.
And when you can do that, you'll be good because they won't allow you to focus on anything that you want to do for yourself. And then, like, so if you get a promotion and you with a narcissist and that promotion makes you happy, they're going to talk bad about it.
Absolutely.
Everything that's in your life that's positive, they're going to break it down.
Yeah, they want you to feel horrible.
Where it's not better for you. And especially if it makes you pass them up, then they're going to be even more upset about it. And I'm like, when you in a relationship, y'all should only be bigging each other up.
Right.
When you win, I win. When I win, you win. We a team, and that's all it is. If we not a team, we ain't nothing.
Right.
Because I'll be like, you can't be more involved with your friends than your partner. I think when dudes do that, I always think that's weird. And I tell you all the time, if a dude get both his legs chopped off, I can guarantee you there's a 99.9% chance his homeboys will not be taking care of him. It's either going to be his wife/girlfriend or his mama. Your daddy don't even want to deal with you. Yeah.
Or your sister.
Right? So it's like,
help sometimes.
When you treat that person that's supposed to care about you, that's supposed to have your back like trash, that the person who's treating that person well, you should give that energy to somebody who's going to reciprocate it.
You know what else I want to say too about that? Like, if you think that you're dealing with a narcissist, even if you have a little tiny inkling and you feel like you're stuck, I would say do your research on what a narcissist is. Look for all the signs. Read up on what the signs are.
Make yourself a little mini psychologist.
Right.
All the information
put it in a journal. Jot it down, like when this person did this and that. So you have your proof. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter if you go to them and say, this is what you did. They're going to always give you an excuse why you're wrong. But for your reference, you go back so you can get that strength to leave. Go to therapy. I always talk about therapy. I think it's very important. Go to therapy so you can find someone that can help you get that confidence. Talk to the family and friends that you trust that's going to have your back if you have that circle of people that you can talk to, or person or mentor, whatever, so that they can pour into you, so that you get the strength to leave, because it is hard. It's hard. You know, like I said, you were broken down. I mean, to the point where not only are you weak emotionally and spiritually, but physically.
Yeah.
All that stuff can break you down so much. So surround yourself with whatever you need in order to feel strong enough to leave. And like you said, cut them 100% off. Like leave them no creaks, no cracks, to go through. Leave them no room to come back. They'll try to like leave stuff with you.
Oh yeah, leave clothes or anything important to them so they can come back and get it, and then that gives them an open door to talk to you.
Yeah.
Get
rid of their stuff. You know what I mean? Stay out of contact with them. Send it to their mama house. Go get it from your mama. Go get it from your friend. It ain't here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And you kind of got to be a bitch. You kind of have to.
Here's my best relationship advice I could probably give people who want to be in serious relationships and get married. You got to still do you. Mm-hmm. That's one of the main things when you get with a narcissist that allows them to break you down. You stop doing you. Yes. What are your goals and dreams? You still should have goals and dreams in a marriage. Whether you work or not, you should have some form of goal and dream that you work towards. Once you stop focusing on your own goals and dreams, they've won. They're going to break you down, and then that's when being in a bad relationship can shorten your lifespan.
Yes.
So take it with a grain of salt. You still, just because you have a partner does not mean you don't do you. Mm-hmm. Got to do you. Mm-hmm. At the same time, and you share your life with somebody, but you still over here, this is what I want to accomplish with my life with the time that I'm here on this earth.
Right.
You should still have some form of focus on there.
Yeah.
You cannot give 100% focus to another human being. Yeah. You give them a percentage, you give your kids a percentage, but there has to be time for you.
Absolutely. That's great advice. The smile. It's great advice, because a lot of times, so often, unfortunately, people lose themselves mm-hmm. in relationships, whether it's a good relationship or a bad relationship. That's really, 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 really good advice. A lot of people ask us, how do we work together? How are we always together and still get along? It's because we still give each other that space, but also it's because we have our own goals that we want to accomplish mm-hmm. and that we go after.
We have our own daily goals that we have to
every day.
And it doesn't always intertwine. Like we come to work and I could be here for 5-6 hours and she could be in the same building. I might not see her.
Right. We'll get home and be like, I missed you today.
Yeah, like we can be in the same room with each other and give each other space. Yeah. So that's why we work well together. Yeah. Everybody can't do that. Some people like to be up under somebody to a point where it's distracting. Yeah. So you need that separation in order to function, which is cool. Everybody different. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But understand what you need and always take that time for your needs.
Yeah.
You cannot give 100% of yourself to anybody.
And when you do that, though, when you stick to those boundaries, that will piss a narcissist off. Mm-hmm. So that's another way that you can find out if that's who you with. Because it will make them angry, and they definitely will try to make you feel bad for those things. Again, abort mission.
I'm going to tell people this too. If you want to be in a healthy relationship, you need to listen to people who are in healthy relationships.
Please.
Like this podcast, for example. Listen to people who are in healthy relationships. Again, you don't have to do what they do, but listen to why they're happy.
Right.
And if you're not happy, what's the difference between why they're happy and why you're not happy?
I love when I see videos of people asking the older generations, like the people that have been together 50 years, 60 years. It's like,
we gonna be one of them.
We are gonna be one of those people, one of those couples. But it's like, it's the coolest thing to sit and be able to talk to them and get why it works. Mm-hmm. Again, you don't have to do everything they're doing, but take it in. Take it in. So maybe you can apply that to something that you're dealing with now. Because I think that all in all, a relationship, regardless of whether it was in the early 1900s, right? Mm-hmm. Or now, a lot of those things are still the same. A lot of the ways to have a successful relationship, they're the same. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They're aligned.
The times change. But
I'm saying, like, you can apply, you know what I mean? Like, I can ask, a 90-year-old that's been with each 90-year-olds that's been together for 70 years. it's pretty much gonna be the same thing. We if they sit down and we sit down, it's probably gonna be the same thing. We might have a different way of looking at stuff now, but it's pretty much gonna be the same thing.
I ain't gonna lie, this country gonna be real different in 40 years.
Yeah.
When a lot of these people who playing all these games get older, it's gonna be America's gonna look real different,
real shady,
and
it's gonna be
not
shaky.
Not even 40 years, in 20 to 40 years, when a lot of the people who are ahead of us and behind us, that's with this whole I don't need nobody type thing, and you getting old by yourself, we gonna see what America looks like at that point.
Well, I mean, even seeing it with the older generations, like seeing if you're not with someone because if you're older and you're not with someone because they're gone, they're passed away and stuff, that's different,
totally
right?
Different.
That's totally different. But like, if you're single, if you 70 and single, not by choice, it's because you was acting a damn fool years before. I've seen, people that are like
at home by yourself every day.
Yeah. People like, dang, I should have done this. I should have, could have, would have. And it's like, well, it's way too late now, man.
And a few that
I won't say it's too late, because some people find love like at 70, 80. You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of these cats that's doing all this weird junk now, we gonna see what they like when they like, oh, I don't need no women out there. I don't need no man. And that's fine. We know you don't need the opposite sex, but damn it, when you getting old and you get crusty and you by yourself, we gonna see. And
also, like, I want to go back a little bit to what you were talking about. I want to like go a little bit deeper into that, where you were talking about it shortening your lifespan a bad relationship can definitely shorten your lifespan. I mean, just stress alone, right? And a bad relationship stresses you out. But like, if you could change that, if you could redirect that, would you? Hopefully the answer is yes. You know what I'm saying? You would never want to get to a point where you're 50 years old and you have this autoimmune disease because of all the stress that you were under because of a relationship.
Yep.
Certain things you can't help, right? Obviously. But I mean, like, if you know, like, if I get out of this situation soon enough, if I get out of it fast enough, early enough, I'm going to have 10 extra years on my life. Think about it like that.
Well, a healthy relationship can extend your life.
It can extend your life. Yeah, absolutely.
Can shorten it. And I can give a great example now. I'm vegan now, right? My father died at 61. So because I'm in a relationship, my wife made me realize that I should make some life changes a lot younger, because I do have this fear of 61 because that's where my father died at. So I don't want to go out like that. Yeah. So I have a partner who was like, why don't we make some changes in your diet? Since your uncle died the same way and your grandmother died the same way and your other uncle got heart problems and all this other stuff. That's my partner helping me with that. You know what I mean? I'm going to make it past 61.
Yes,
I'm determined to make it past 61.
You're going to be old and crusty, like.
Yes.
So crusty.
My father should still be here.
Yeah.
If he would have made, like, him and my mom were supposed to get back together. Had that have happened, say 5 years before he died, my father would still be here today. And I believe that, because he would have made the changes that he needed to change in time to change the path of his life.
Yes.
So that's what a healthy relationship can do.
Right.
So here I am. I've already made those changes. So high blood pressure, all of that, I'm going to beat all of that. And my partner helped me with that. But if I had a bad partner who didn't give a damn about me, I'm going to still be eating fried food.
Or stressing you out.
Red meat, all of that stuff. My cholesterol would already be high. My blood pressure would already be high. It's people younger than me already on high blood pressure pills.
Yeah.
So I already know that somebody like me who is hereditary to go in that direction, I would be there too. Instead, I take no medications at all.
Yeah.
And I don't plan on taking none. So that's a good example of how a healthy relationship can lengthen we'll see what happens, but can lengthen your life expectancy.
Can. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that is a great example. And then the opposite is, having a partner that stresses you all the way out. And I don't mean stress you out like how I stress Kevin out. I mean, do I stress you out? Sometimes, I'm sure.
I think every woman stresses a man out.
Not to a point, like not a toxic stress.
No. I just feel like women do certain things that men just don't do. You know.
So anyway, yeah, no, it's true though. But like, I mean, like a toxic type of stress, like stressing the person out. Like again, a narcissist stressing you out to the point where you are ill, like literally, like you are. Don't they say that? I'm not a doctor, but they say that like cancer is connected to that too. Like
yes.
some forms, some ways.
A lot of autoimmune diseases are too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because your body just breaks down.
Yeah.
Stress is horrible for your body. Bad stress is horrible for your body.
It is.
And if people don't know what good stress and bad stress is, good stress is working out. Mm-hmm. Stressful to your body, but it's healthy. Bad stress is when, I don't know, what's a good example?
When you're dealing with a bad partner.
Yeah, like makes you feel crazy, makes you feel sick, gives you headaches, gives you ulcers.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. That's how I know when I'm stressed out in a bad way. Cause like, you know, obviously we run businesses and stuff like that. So we have stress, but it's not bad stress. It's good stress. Now there's some times when we have bad stress running a business, you know? And so I'll know if my body will let me know, like you need to sit down, you need to relax, and you need to figure something else out because this ain't gonna work.
Bad stress can literally kill you.
Literally.
You can be a healthy individual who has a super healthy life or a super healthy body, and you can have a heart attack. Yeah. You can have a stroke.
Yeah.
So like stress is real. And if you got somebody, and if your partner, the person you live with, is your source of your bad stress,
leave it alone.
You ain't getting away from that.
Right.
Every time you walk home, not even when you home, every time you get a text message, every time you get a phone call, it's them stressing you out.
Stress.
It's them saying some stupid junk on the other end. Like if you feel like that in your relationship, why are you in it? This is supposed to be the happy time. Mm-hmm. Right? Your partner should make your life
Your partner
happy.
adds to your life.
Yes.
Not
if they not adding to your life, why are you with them?
Yeah.
And if you're not willing to build with somebody, why are you with them?
Yeah.
Like, because that's what I want to see more of. I want to see more of the working class people get back together. Right? The two people making 50 grand, now you got 100. We both get a raise, now we at 120. Like that also can ease stress versus that one person having all the stress on them to make all the money. Mm-hmm. That's also stressful to them. And that's why I'd be like, people don't really think about how stress affects their partner. Mm-hmm. So if you come into a relationship and you're like, oh, I want this 6-figure dude, you stressing that man out because now all he's thinking about is his finances when that wasn't a stress for him before. Because now he got to make money for two people. So it's
I feel like you always bringing up this $100,000 man.
Because that's the big thing that's on the internet.
I'm tired.
That's the biggest thing that's out there. Some people want somebody that makes 6 figures.
Yeah, you're right though. I was gonna say too, look at people that are in healthy relationships. Mm-hmm. Like just look at them physically. You know, they don't have to be in shape, but I'm saying like look at they have a glow. Usually they have some type of glow to them, right?
Yeah, you glowing.
Huh?
You glowing.
I'm glowing?
Yeah.
Might be my bronzer and highlighter, but no. Okay. And then look at someone that has been through the trenches in the worst way in a relationship. They look beat down. Mm-hmm. They look like they had a hard
that dude
life.
We was still living in Florida and we went to University Mall. Dude, I think you said he was 19.
Yes.
He had 2 kids already.
Yes. I think his girl was pregnant with a third
might
kid.
Have been, but the man looked like, when she said he was 19.
He did not believe me.
I thought that was like somebody like older uncle.
You thought he was 40 something. Yeah.
Like legit looked like he was 40.
No, he did. He looked tired. He was a classmate and I was just like, are you okay?
He looked beat down.
And yeah, in his eyes, it's like he was tired. And I don't mean tired like physically tired. I just mean like tired. Like you said, beat down,
when
drained.
I heard his girl open her mouth, I was like, yo, that's the source of his stress.
Absolutely.
I could see as soon as I heard her open her mouth and have a conversation with the person in the store, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn. He got it rough.
He did have it rough.
And unfortunately, you gotta be careful who you have kids with. You have kids with a narcissist, good Lord. You just gave them power. They got power. They're the people who don't want nothing to do with you. But say you live in Texas and you I have a great opportunity in Florida.
Nope.
They don't give a damn.
Nope.
They don't even want nothing to do with the kid.
Nope.
They just don't want to see you winning.
Right. Absolutely.
So now they want to go to court talking about they want custody and all this stuff. When they don't want no custody.
Right.
They just want control.
Yep.
So it's like, if you have a good partner, like, and they really want to see you win and y'all got kids, and you say, I got this opportunity in Florida, two things gonna happen. Either I'm gonna say, I'm gonna come to Florida too so you can explore that opportunity and I could be closer to my child, or go ahead and I'll visit my child as often as I can, or you can send them back to me.
Right.
That's what's going to
They'll figure it out. They'll help you figure it out and de-stress you. Yeah, yes. Absolutely. Yeah, narcissists will be like, perfect. This is another opportunity for me to ruin your life.
Though, you'll be thinking like, oh, I could be making more money. That's less child support for you.
Nope.
A narcissist don't care about that. They don't care about the money aspect.
Nope.
They only care about their control over you.
Yep.
So even though you could provide a better life for your child, remember, they don't want nothing to do with that child. They really only think about themselves. And a lot of them, if they have children, that's just like a trophy. I'm a father. Let me throw my hand up. I'm a father when anybody asks.
Give me some more praise.
Because that gives me more praise, more increases my ego.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm also a dad. Mm-hmm. I don't care about being a dad, but you don't
but
know
I'm
that.
a dad, right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That sucks. So
and then when they get with other dudes, they try to, like, most dudes that's real about their kids, like, we really enjoy being parents. Mm-hmm. One of them dudes come around, we could tell as soon as you open your mouth that you full of shit. And I'm sorry, we could just tell. Mm-hmm. Men, that intuition, when we like, and a lot of times when a narcissist, who to me a lot of times they're usually in between the alphas and the betas. They're usually more beta than alpha, and you get in a room of alpha males and you're a narcissist, you're going to get picked apart, because alpha males we're gonna see right through that. And that's why usually they pick friends that they're also always top dog. Mm-hmm. They're the ones with all the power. Everybody listens to them. They don't want people on their level, because they don't never want to be called out on their BS. And men will call other men out on their BS. Mm-hmm. And if you have a friend that you can't beat his ass, you're going to be like, yes, okay, I'll try to do better. Because you know if I get too smart, you might beat my behind. Mm-hmm. So that's why, like, a lot of narcissists pick women they can control. Because the physical aspect of being beat up isn't there.
Yeah.
And it ain't got nothing to do with the size of the man. They just don't want no
intimidation. They don't want, because it's something they can't control.
Correct.
Once again. So yeah, if you're dealing with the narcissist, just try to cut them off 100%. That's pretty much the only way you can deal with them. Mm-hmm. Unless you have
Corey off.
Yeah, unless you have unless you have a kid with them, then you definitely need to seek therapy. Cut them off anyway. Seek therapy of like how you can stay strong and not be caught into the web of narcissism. So hopefully this helped you guys. If you are dealing with somebody like that, hopefully this helped you realize that you are, and hopefully it'll help you to be able to let them go, and is there anything else? I think that's it. I think we So with that being said, make sure to let us know what you thought about this, and let us know if you've ever dealt with a narcissist and like what your experience was. Let us know on our podcast Instagram or our TikTok. Follow us and talk to us on there. Communicate with us on there at The Perfect Couple Podcast on both platforms. And follow us on Instagram on our solo personal, which is
KP _ the CEO.
Keaira LaShae. And check out this word from our sponsors. If you're looking to up your nutrition game, make sure to check us out at justmovesupplements.com, a premium vegan supplement brand with proteins that taste like it came from your grandma's kitchen and energy supplements that taste like Kool-Aid. Make sure to check us out at justmovesupplements.com. Are you ready for a crazy transformation? Check out ifyoucanmove.com to experience a variety of fun workouts like dance, kickboxing, calisthenics, and monthly fitness challenges that get you amazing results. And don't forget to download the app.
Go to teamlashae.com for all your fitness accessory needs, from gloves to booty bands and everything in between.
Check out PageAndAmari.com for luxury and athleisure wear. Look stylish at the gym, on a date, or just hanging out.
Show your love for Black culture with sayit-loud.com, our statement brand that highlights Black excellence.
Thank you guys so much for listening, for watching, and for enjoying the conversation. Hopefully you enjoyed the conversation.
They better.
Leave a review, 5-star preferably.
Or I'm hunting you down.
Thank you guys so much for listening, for watching. We love y'all. See you. Talk to you next time.
All right, y'all.
Peace.